A few years ago, I used to wonder how people build real wealth just by owning shares in companies. It felt like a mystery, almost like a secret club. But once I understood how stock investing really works, everything changed. And so in this short video, I want to share that understanding with you in the simplest way possible. Here, I'll talk about what are stocks, why do companies issue them, and how can you actually make money as an investor. Let's break it down. So here's how I like to think about it. Imagine there's a bakery in your neighborhood, one of your favorites. The owner wants to open a second shop, but doesn't want to take out a loan. So instead, she decides to sell small pieces of ownership in her business. You decide to invest and buy a share. So now you're a part owner in that business. As the business grows, so does your share in the business. Simple, right? Now I want you to take that idea and apply it to giant companies like Apple, Nestle, or Unilever. Meaning, when you buy a stock, you're actually buying a tiny slice of a real business. In fact, that's what a stock is, real business ownership. It's important to note that stocks are traded on exchanges such as the New York Stock Exchange or the Pakistan Stock Exchange. And finally, stock prices go up and down based on demand, performance, and emotion. Now you might ask, why would a company want to sell ownership of itself in the first place? And that's a good question. And the answer is that it's one of the smartest ways to raise money without taking on debt. Instead of borrowing from a bank and paying interest, they let investors like you and me fund their growth. They use that money to build, hire, launch new products, and enter new markets. And in return, we, the investors, get to participate in their success. So why do people buy stocks? There are two main reasons: capital gains and dividends. Let's talk about each of them in more detail, starting with capital gains. Let's say I buy a stock for $100 and the next year it goes up to $180. That's an 80% capital gain. Another reason why investors buy stocks is for dividends. You see, some businesses will share their profits with their investors in the form of cash payouts. This can be every quarter, semi-annually, or yearly. And so let's say the $100 share you purchased also paid a $5 dividend over the year. That's even more money in your pocket. And this is exactly how your money starts working for you instead of you having to work for every dollar. In the next video, I'll show you why stock investing works so well in the long term and how people use it to actually build real wealth. So hit like, follow, or subscribe, whatever works for you, and I'll see you in part 2. Thanks for watching.